Hey guys, welcome back to True Alchemy Academy, your space for all things ancient wisdom in the modern world. I have been a little bit MIA, mainly because what the hell has been happening in the cosmos lately? That's my only excuse, is the stars were starring, the planets were planeting, and I just needed a little break. And I honestly, you know what actually has been happening is I've been doing a lot of nervous system work. And I realized that I have been operating out of a place of scarcity and needing to constantly push. And why? Like the question was, why am I doing that? Like I'm always taken care of. God always has my back. I'm literally never without anything. I always have everything I need at every single moment. And I've just been doing a lot of work to shift myself into actually like remembering that because, you know, consciously I forget, and subconsciously I clearly don't know because my nervous system was like, "Whoa." So I did a lot of work. I'm back, and now I feel like I can actually like help you more because I help myself. So let's begin. I was making a TikTok video today, and I realized finding the root cause of what drives you is more important than your destination, because sometimes the destination is actually not what you want and the root cause is driving you there for something that is not even real, for something that is not even good for you. Let me break it down for you. I'm going to explain this in the most simple terms, and I'm going to call from my own experience. So I wanted to be famous when I was younger. I wanted to be a famous singer. I wanted to be a famous actress. I wanted to be a famous model. I wanted to be an A-list celebrity. I wanted to be famous, famous. Red carpets. And you know what? I see myself still being there, but now it's because of the impact that I create in the world. It's not because of my subconscious beliefs. When I was younger, I had an absent parent. And I remember one night, I think I was crying myself to sleep. And I realized that I wanted to be famous because I wanted the attention from my absent parent. It's literally why I wanted to be famous. And being that famous, being that popular, you can't be ignored. And I just wanted to be seen and I wanted to be paid attention to as a child. And so I wanted to be famous, which is so sad. You know what I mean? That's like such a sad realization. So after I realized that, I thought, oh my God, the gas slowed down. I had no gas anymore because I found the root of my problem. So basically, what happens is you have a little car. That's not a car. That's the hump of a camel. So you have a car. This is the front, okay? We'll make this into a old car with an antenna. You've got your little wheels, blah, blah, blah. So what happens is this is your car, and it's got the gas, and it's expelling gas. And you're going somewhere, and you're going to a destination here. Let's actually make the destination a different color. I think it would be fun. So let's say the destination is here, and most likely it's a portal. So let's act like this is a portal because you believe that this destination is going to bring you somewhere of perhaps higher and elevated consciousness. So a lot of people, this gas here, to them, it's their drive for enlightenment. And they really believe going to this destination is nirvana, is enlightenment, is heaven. What they don't realize is perhaps the thing that drives them there is actually keeping them so fucking far away from the destination because it's actually a subconscious belief of something else. Like, what is it that you really believe? So, for my example, I wanted to be famous. My driving force was the absence of my father. What I really wanted was not to be famous, but was actually attention from my absent parent. No amount of success was going to bring me positive attention from that man. The only attention that I would have received was extremely negative from him. For example, I worked at a bar. I was a bartender. He would threaten to sue me sue me as a bartender. I have literally $100 in tips tonight. You want to sue me for $100? That's crazy. Imagine if I was an A-list celebrity, how many times I would have been in court with that man while he sued me. So many times. So the gas for me driving my car to get to this point of extreme fame was just wanting attention from my absent parent, which is so normal for any child. That's the gas driving me towards that. This destination would have never been good for me because what I actually wanted was something that was never going to happen. I really wanted him to be a better man. I really wanted positive attention from him. I was never going to receive it because that doesn't exist in this realm. He is what he is, and I will never get what I desired at that moment. And I won't ever get it. And I've learned to let that desire go because it's not going to fucking happen. It's not going to happen. And as soon as I brought my attention to the why of why I was crying myself to sleep because I wasn't famous and blah, 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 it's actually because of him. And the reason that, and then as soon as I learned the root of that, I thought, wow, I don't really need to be famous. And then that drive, that went away. I was so much more relaxed after that because I realized, interesting. And I think I realized this at like 19, which was really helpful, or 18 or 19, one of these ages. No, had to be 19 because 18 I was drunk all the time. So 19 I realized this. 19 I realized this, and I stopped talking to him at 17. And he was absent throughout my whole life, of course, obviously. They're absent, blah, 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 whatever. Typical broken family story. And so I realized this at 19. Thank God I realized this at 19 because now, from that moment when I realized that, I could pick what I put in my car, what was driving me. And I realized what I actually really wanted to do was impact people and build a community. And I still do that. I still want to build a community. I literally built a community. I literally built an online school for ancient wisdom for people to come to this point and realize, oh, okay, that's why I do what I do. Now, there are other examples. There are examples of this gas could be your fear that drives you to this destination. But what you don't realize is that you're never going to get there because the gas is always something else. Fear. You're afraid of what? You have to face that fear because the destination is never going to make you feel better. You have to make yourself feel better in the moment. So when you have a lot of money, or when you don't have, actually, let's use success as an example. You are driving towards success, and your gas is fear of not being good enough. And let's say you win 5 awards, you get 2 promotions, you're making $250,000 a year, but you still don't feel successful because the gas you have is fear-based. So you're actually never going to get to success because you don't know how to feel successful because you're operating out of fear. Now, once you realize what your fear is and you face it, you can go, okay, that's not real. And actually, I have been quite successful. Or you can say, you know what? Those awards and all that money and all this isn't the way I define success. The way I define success is this. And then you can create success out of that understanding. So once you go to that route, it's much easier. Now, ways to get to that route, I would say what's really important is spending some time alone. But like, not just spending some time alone, like rotting away in your bedroom, but spending some time alone in nature, spending some time alone at bookstores, at coffee shops, going for dinner alone, going on trips alone. Spend some time alone, more time than you usually would. Reflect, right? What am I actually doing? Another really good thing is listening. Like, sound baths are amazing. So I have some playlists on this channel with certain chakras that you can listen to, or meditation. There's a lot of playlists on here that you can check out. Use one of those. just spend some time alone and really reflect and ask those hard questions, because the hard questions get you there. They get you there. And I'll put some in the caption here so you can read them. But you need to actually reflect and you need to actually do the work to get to self love, because self love isn't just and getting your hair done or getting your nails done. That's okay, a small part of external self love. Self love is doing what needs to be done when it needs to be done. This is real self love. All the other things are just kind of like a ripple effect of that, but doing what needs to be done, staying disciplined, being honest with yourself. These are other aspects of self love that are often overlooked by the fictitious things like getting your nails done every week. This is not really self love. This is just like, is that really what you want? You have to, and if it is really what you want and it makes you feel better, amazing. But like, is that actually what you want? You have to ask these questions. Is this what I want, or is this what everyone else is doing? And what's the fear behind stopping? Like, if you stop, what happens? You're not accepted in society anymore. Like, what is it? What's that fear? And once you see the fear, it goes away. It just dissolves, because you name it and you can go, wow, that's not real. That's not real. That won't happen. So it's important, and it's amazing. I also, you guys, I made a free guide. It's 5 tools that I use every single day to really help myself keep myself understanding things like this. I will put it in the description. It's a free download, a free masterclass. You get to know me a little bit more. You get to kind of understand more ancient wisdom from my point of view. And of course, I always love to offer my academy, the online academy. This is a place where you are going to realize that discipline is really important. You're going to be able to shift your mindset from scarcity to abundance, from confusion to simplicity, from loss to understanding your purpose. This place, this academy is built just for you to realize who you truly are. So, who you are deep inside, how you can go about your life with seeing abundance, understanding, being in a good vibration. It has everything that you're probably already interested in. The online academy has a ton of different topics because I love a good rabbit hole find. So it's full of things that are going to help you reconnect. Full of different topics: Ayurveda, yoga, guided meditation, affirmations, money as a tool, numerology as a tool, libraries full of PDFs on different topics from different writers, not just me, because I don't want you to just learn from me. I want you to learn from everyone who has a different idea. And so this is a really beautiful space. And make sure, you guys, that you subscribe to the channel, because I am back. I'm feeling good. I'm more relaxed. My nervous system feels great. I've been doing so much inner work behind the scenes, and I'm just excited to share what I've learned and like what I've done. So I will see you guys next week.